It's been almost 20 years since Priscilla Johnson was last seen alive. A New Year's Eve celebration turned into a mystery.
Months later, some of her bones were found leading police down a path they did not see coming. Here's this week's case files.
It was New Year's Eve 2002. 32-year-old Priscilla Johnson left her apartment and went out to celebrate.
She was dropped off at her residence by a family member at about 2 o'clock on January 1st. The same person that dropped her off came by again on the 1st about 9 o'clock just to check on her, knocked on the door and didn't get any response.
It was the last time she was seen alive.
By January 8th, no one had heard from Priscilla, so family went to her residence. They were able to make entry into the residence through a window and immediately saw some blood throughout several rooms in the location.
Police say she was listed as missing, and the disappearance was considered suspicious. 5 months went by without a trace of Johnson, and then a break in the case. May 6, 2003, a dog on Eber Road was found playing with a human skull. The head was Johnson's. A team of nearly 4 dozen officers and a team of horses and canines searched the woods and property around Eber and Angola, looking for any additional clues or remains.
Well, we want to determine if it was either a dump site for a body that was transported in from somewhere else, if it's a burial site, and then of course if there's any possible evidence out there at that site.
That question was never answered. Detectives have no idea why Johnson's skull was found in Swanton Township. The rest of her remains were never recovered. The coroner ruled her death a homicide due to unspecified trauma. Police sent items to the state crime lab, but nothing pointed to a suspect. Nearly 2 decades later, the mystery of Priscilla Johnson's death still remains.
Where do you go from here with a case like this? Will it ever be solved?
Well, that's tough because nothing new's come in a very long time. Hopefully, someone will see this and say, you know what, I think I remember something from back then. So I guess the best thing we can do is try to, bring it back up in the open and see if somebody is willing now to come forward.
For this week's Case Files, Christina Williams, 13 ABC, Action News.
And if you have any information that could help detectives solve the murder of Priscilla Johnson, contact Crime Stopper. You can call or text in tips at 419-255-1111. You could be eligible for a cash reward. And if you have a case that needs attention, email me, casefiles@13abc.com.